Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with the simple truth. Greatness is not a select few. It is the result of persistent, disciplined efforts over time. The world may celebrate the finished product, but true success is built in the hidden moments of daily commitment. Every great leader, every innovator, every person who has changed the course of history did not start at the top. They began with small steps, often unseen by the world. A great musician does not become a master overnight. They practice in silence, refining their skills day by day. A towering tree does not appear instantly. It begins as a tiny seed, growing steadily through seasons of change. The secret to success lies in consistency. Too many people want instant results, but anything of real value requires time and patience. A student who studies a little each day gains more knowledge than the one who crams at the last minute. An entrepreneur who builds their business brick by brick achieves lasting success, while those looking for quick wealth often fail. Small efforts, when repeated daily, create powerful transformation. Consider a drop of water falling on a rock. One drop alone seems insignificant, but over time it carves through the hardest stone. Likewise, when you commit to improving yourself each day, reading, learning, practicing, and refining your skills, you shape your destiny. The challenge we face is impatience. Many people quit because they do not see immediate results. But hear me today, your efforts are not wasted. Every step you take, no matter how small, is pushing you closer to your purpose. Stay faithful to the process, trust the journey, and do not despise small beginnings. Greatness is not found in one grand moment. It is built in the quiet, disciplined acts of everyday life. If you commit to showing up, learning, and growing, the world will one day recognize the greatness within you. Stay consistent, be patient, and watch how your small steps lead you to extraordinary success. Your future is created by what you do today, so start now and never stop. Greatness is not an accident. It is not reserved for a chosen few, nor is it inherited at birth. It is the result of persistent effort, discipline, and an unshakable commitment to personal growth. Too often, people look at successful individuals and assume they were born with extraordinary talent or luck. But if you examine the lives of great men and women throughout history, you will find that their success was built over time. Step by step, decision by decision, sacrifice by sacrifice. No one wakes up one day and suddenly becomes great. Every skilled professional, every influential leader, every world changer started as an ordinary person with an extraordinary mindset. They understood that success is not given. It is earned through dedication, hard work, and resilience. They faced failures, obstacles, and discouragement, but instead of giving up, they used these challenges as stepping stones toward their goals. They embraced the process of growth, knowing that true excellence is developed in the journey, not handed out as a reward. Take, for example, the life of an athlete. A champion is not made in a single game or competition. Their victory is the result of years of training, relentless practice, and unwavering discipline. Behind every gold medal, there are countless hours of sweat, pain, and sacrifice. Before the world sees them standing on the podium, they have already put in thousands of unseen hours of preparation. The same principle applies to every field of life. A writer does not become a best-selling author overnight. They spend years refining their craft, writing daily and learning from rejection. A scientist does not make groundbreaking discoveries in a single experiment. They conduct countless trials, learning from each failure until they achieve success. The misconception that greatness is an instant achievement leads many people to quit too soon. When they do not see immediate results, they assume they are not meant for success. But the truth is, greatness is a slow and steady process. It is a journey of small daily improvements. If a person commits to improving just 1% every day, they will be significantly better within a year. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary people is not natural ability, but the commitment to continuous progress. Those who persist, who show up every day and put in the work, eventually rise above those who rely solely on talent or luck. History is full of examples that prove this truth. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, failed thousands of times before he succeeded. When asked about his failures, he did not see them as defeats but as lessons. He understood that each failure brought him closer to success. Similarly, Abraham Lincoln lost multiple elections before becoming one of the greatest presidents in history. He refused to let setbacks define him. Instead, he used them to build resilience and wisdom. These individuals did not rely on instant success. They embraced the power of persistence and small, consistent efforts. One of the key aspects of building greatness is discipline. It is not enough to have dreams and goals. One must have the discipline to work toward them daily, even when motivation fades. Motivation may get you started, but discipline keeps you going. It is the ability to keep moving forward, even when results are not immediately visible. A student who studies a little each day will gain more knowledge than one who crams the night before an exam. A business person who invests time in learning and improving their skills will have a greater chance of success than one who looks for shortcuts. Another critical element of greatness is patience. The modern world is obsessed with instant results, instant fame, instant success, instant gratification. But true success does not work that way. A farmer does not plant a seed today and expect a harvest tomorrow. They understand that growth takes time. They water the seed, protect it, and wait for the right season to reap the rewards. Likewise, those who seek greatness must be patient with their progress. Small efforts may seem insignificant at the moment, but over time they compound into extraordinary results. The road to greatness is not glamorous. It is filled with struggles, sacrifices, and unseen labor. It demands consistency, perseverance, and an unshakable belief in one's ability to improve. Those who understand this principle do not chase overnight success. They build their skills, character, and knowledge every day. And one day, when they finally achieve greatness, the world will see the results. But they will know that it was never an accident. It was built, not born. Success is not determined by how talented or gifted a person is, but by how consistently they work toward their goals. Many people start with passion and excitement, but only those who remain disciplined and consistent in their efforts reach mastery. The difference between a skilled professional and an average performer is not intelligence or luck. It is the ability to show up every day and put in the work even when motivation fades. Consistency is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, between dreams and reality. A common mistake people make is believing that occasional bursts of hard work will bring lasting success. They push themselves intensely for a short period, expecting immediate results. But when they don't see instant progress, they lose motivation and quit. The truth is, mastery is built over time through repetitive, deliberate actions. A person who exercises for 1 week with extreme effort but then stops will not achieve fitness. However, someone who exercises moderately but consistently over months and years will see incredible transformation. The same principle applies to learning, skill building, and personal development. One of the most powerful examples of consistency leading to mastery is found in the life of athletes. An Olympic champion does not train only when they feel inspired. They follow a strict, disciplined routine, practicing their craft day after day, whether they feel like it or not. They do not wait for motivation. They rely on habits. Every small workout, every practice session, every repetition matters. Over time, these small efforts compound, refining their skills and sharpening their abilities. Their greatness is not built in a single event, but in the thousands of hours of consistent effort leading up to it. The same applies to musicians, writers, and entrepreneurs. A pianist who plays every day, even for just an hour, will develop far greater skill than one who plays sporadically for longer periods. A writer who commits to writing a few pages daily will eventually produce a great book, while someone who only writes when inspiration strikes may never finish their work. A business owner who consistently improves their products, learns from their mistakes, and serves their customers well will build a strong and lasting enterprise. Success is not about a single moment of brilliance. It is about the continuous effort that builds momentum over time. Another reason consistency is key to mastery is that it creates habits. When a person does something repeatedly, it becomes second nature. In the beginning, learning a new skill or building a habit feels difficult. The brain resists change because it prefers comfort and familiarity. But with repetition, the action becomes automatic, requiring less effort. A person who consistently wakes up early will eventually find it natural. A student who reads every night before bed will find it easier to learn. The more we repeat an action, the more deeply it becomes ingrained in us, making progress effortless over time. Consistency also builds trust and credibility. In every field, whether in business, leadership, or personal relationships, people trust those who are reliable. A leader who consistently delivers results earns the respect of their team. A teacher who consistently helps students improve earns their confidence. A business that consistently provides quality service earns loyal customers. In contrast, inconsistency leads to failure. A business that is excellent one day and careless the next will lose customers. An employee who works hard for a week but slacks off afterward will never be promoted. A person's success is directly tied to their ability to show up and perform with consistency. One of the greatest challenges in maintaining consistency is overcoming discouragement. Many people start strong but give up when they don't see immediate results. However, real progress is often invisible at first. Imagine a seed planted in the soil. For weeks it seems as though nothing is happening, but beneath the surface, roots are growing, establishing a strong foundation. Eventually, the plant breaks through the ground and begins to flourish. The same happens with consistent effort. The initial stages may seem slow, but persistence eventually leads to visible and lasting success. The world rewards those who are consistent, whether it is in academics, business, relationships, or health. Those who commit to steady improvement always surpass those who rely on talent alone. The truth is, talent without consistency is wasted potential. Even the most gifted individuals will not reach their full potential if they do not put in regular effort. Meanwhile, those who may start with less talent but work consistently will surpass those who do not practice discipline. Consistency is what transforms average efforts into exceptional results. It is what separates those who wish for success from those who achieve it. The key to mastery is not found in sudden bursts of effort, but in the commitment to keep going, even when progress seems slow. Small daily improvements lead to massive achievements over time. Those who understand and apply this principle will always rise above those who do not. The journey to success is not made up of giant leaps, but of small, deliberate steps taken consistently over time. Many people believe that achieving greatness requires a sudden breakthrough, a single life-changing event, or an extraordinary stroke of luck. However, history and experience prove otherwise. The most remarkable achievements in the world have been built gradually through small efforts that accumulate over time. Just as a mighty river starts as a tiny stream, greatness begins with small, consistent actions that, when repeated, create a powerful impact. Consider the way a tree grows. A towering oak does not emerge overnight. It starts as a tiny seed buried in the soil, unseen and unnoticed. With time, water, and sunlight, it begins to sprout. The changes are slow, almost imperceptible at first. But as the days, months, and years pass, the small daily growth turns into a strong trunk, sturdy branches, and widespread roots. The same is true in life. Small actions, when nurtured consistently, lead to extraordinary results. Whether in personal growth, career success, or relationships, small daily improvements have the power to transform an entire future. One of the most significant examples of small steps leading to greatness can be found in skill development. No one becomes a master in a single day. A musician who plays an instrument for just 30 minutes each day may not see drastic improvements immediately. However, after a year, the progress will be undeniable. After 5 years, they will have reached a level of expertise that others may admire. The same applies to learning a new language, developing leadership skills, or excelling in sports. A runner who increases their speed by just a small margin each week will eventually be able to compete at higher levels. It is not the size of the effort that matters most, but the consistency of small improvements over time. The power of small steps is also evident in business and financial success. Many people dream of financial freedom, but they believe it requires a sudden windfall or a dramatic breakthrough. However, the most successful individuals understand that wealth is built gradually. Saving a small amount of money regularly, investing wisely, and making steady progress in financial education can lead to great prosperity over time. A person who saves even a small percentage of their income every month will accumulate a significant amount after several years. A business that consistently improves its customer service, enhances its products, and refines its strategies will eventually stand out in the marketplace. Another key area where small steps create a big impact is in personal habits. Our daily routines shape our future. Waking up a little earlier, reading a few pages of a book each day, or making a conscious effort to exercise regularly may seem like small choices. However, over time, these habits accumulate, leading to a healthier, wiser, and more disciplined life. A person who chooses to replace unhealthy meals with nutritious options will see gradual improvements in their well-being. Someone who dedicates just 10 minutes a day to meditation or self-reflection will develop greater mental clarity and emotional stability. Small habits, repeated consistently, define the direction of our lives. One reason people underestimate the power of small steps is because the results are not immediately visible. Many individuals give up too soon because they expect instant gratification. They start a new habit, skill, or project with enthusiasm, but quit when they do not see immediate progress. However, true transformation happens beneath the surface. Just like a seed growing underground, before it breaks through the soil, the effects of small, consistent actions are often delayed, but they are never wasted. The key is to trust the process and remain committed even when progress seems slow. History is filled with stories of individuals who achieved greatness through small, persistent efforts. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, conducted thousands of experiments before he succeeded. Each failed attempt was not a waste, but a step toward discovery. Nelson Mandela endured years of hardship before his vision of freedom and equality became a reality. He did not achieve success through one grand gesture, but through years of unwavering dedication. These examples remind us that the most significant achievements are built on a foundation of small, disciplined actions. Small steps are powerful because they create momentum. A person who takes one step forward today finds it easier to take another step tomorrow. Over time, these small movements build confidence, skill, and expertise. Success is rarely the result of one dramatic action. It is the sum of many small, thoughtful choices made consistently. Whether in personal growth, education, business, or relationships, small efforts, when repeated over time, lead to great accomplishments. Those who understand the power of small steps never underestimate the value of daily progress. They know that small changes, when sustained, can lead to massive transformations. The world may celebrate big achievements, but behind every success story is a series of small, consistent efforts that pave the way for greatness.